I don't really discriminate when it comes to tech. I love looking at it all, from soundbars to projectors, lighting gear to headphones. I mean, I'll take any opportunity to check out a cool new tech product, but at its core, this channel was started by looking at pro audio gear. I used to review all of the equipment that I had for my DJ business, studio monitors, microphone systems, headphones, stuff like that. And today I've got a new piece of pro audio gear that I'm super excited to look at from a company called Phenyx. You may have heard of them because I've reviewed a couple of their microphone systems on this channel. They make really good quality products, especially when you consider the price point that they come in at. Now, some of the off-brand Amazon seller microphones and audio gear are a little sus, but Phenyx I've tested, I've used for a couple years now, and they are awesome. And so this, without any further ado, is the Phenyx PTM-10 Professional Personal Monitor System. You may be asking, what the heck is that? This is a wireless transmission system for up to 3 sets of in-ear monitors. If you're in a band, or you're a DJ, or you're in an industry where people need to be able to hear a mix on a stage, this is going to be a great product for that. Now, normally in-ear monitors, especially wireless, are kind of the out of the range of the everyday Joe, but Phenyx is making this accessible to everyone. So in this video, I'm going to unbox this system, show you everything that comes inside, let you know how it works. I'm going to test it myself, and while you can't hear what I hear in my earphones, I'm going to see transmission distance and audio quality, things like that, and then let you know whether or not I think it's worth picking one up for yourself. Now, if you're new here, my name is Jordan. This is the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back as always. We're going to dive right into the review, but if you're not, consider becoming a subscriber, ringing the notification bell, and leaving a comment, because it helps the channel grow, and I would appreciate you for it a lot. And maybe you won't miss out on a giveaway in the future. But enough of that. Let's take a look at this Phenyx PTM-10 monitoring system. First things first, we've got the packaging. It's pretty basic, nothing too exciting here. It looks like a professional audio gear product. You've got a little drawing of the system right there, 3 body packs, 3 sets of earphones, and then the transmitter right there. Around the side, we've got the warranty information, we've got their contact info, and then a few system specs. This is a UHF system between 500 and 928 megahertz. I think this is the B model, so mine's in the 500 megahertz range, if I'm not mistaken. We'll check when we get the box open. The operating range is 180 feet. You shouldn't have to do that. It should be right on stage or transmitter, or close to the stage at least. Audio frequency response from 60 to 16 kilohertz, 60 hertz to 16 kilohertz, less than 1% total harmonic distortion, greater than 40 decibels stereo separation, and greater than 80 dB signal to noise ratio. Okay, so pretty standard specs there. I don't have a way of testing them, so we're just gonna have to take their word for it. But let's open the box up and show you what comes inside. Now, I really like this box. It's oriented kind of like vertically instead of horizontal, like a lot of things. And the thing that got me most excited when I first checked out the system is that they include a storage and travel case. That is so nice. If you are a working DJ or band member, it's nice to have your gear come with its own case and not have to buy it separately. So it's thin plastic. It's nothing to write home about, but as long as you're not like throwing it, you should be fine. So we'll unlatch this and we will open it up. Okay, now this is everything that comes in the box. First things first, we've got the manual, which is just gonna kind of roll off the top. That'll keep you informed of how this thing works, and then we'll go through each of the components individually, starting with the least boring. Okay, or the least exciting, the most boring, I should say. At the back, we have rack mounting hardware. So if you do want to put this in some sort of case, they do include the hardware so that you can do so. And we have our antenna, a single antenna right here, and this appears to be a half wave, and it says it's for 915 megahertz. So I actually do have the 900 megahertz band for mine. We'll pull that out of its little baggie right here. Set that to the side so we can set it up. Let's take a look at, we've got 3 pairs of headphones here. We'll see if they're, or like earbud type things, we'll see if they're any good. I actually have my own pair of in-ear monitors. I've reviewed these on the channel in the past. These are the K-Bear, I believe. I've reviewed a couple. These are the K-Bear, I think. They're really great. I'll include a link for those as well. But they do include the 3 pairs of earbuds that feel very, very light. We've also got some adapters. This looks like it's a 1/4 inch tip ring sleeve to just a 3.5 mil. And then this is like mounting hardware for the antenna and an extender for the antenna if you decide to rack mount it. So all of the equipment, again, for like professional use, if you're gonna put it in some sort of case, is included. Let's set that off to the side. Batteries galore, so we've got those for all of our different receivers. And then we've got your DC to AC wall wart plug for powering the unit. And we've got the 3 body packs. So let's just unpack one of those so we can take a look at it. Antenna up on top there. There is the display. We'll pop in some batteries so we can see what that looks like. It takes 2 AA's, and on the receiver there are 2 buttons, one that says set and one that says add, as well as plus or minus R and L. And then on top you've got a little volume knob. That's so the performer can reach down and adjust their volume on the fly without having to like crack open this little display. The power button is on the top, and then we've got our phone output right there for your headset. So let's see, I'm gonna hold the power button. There we go, power it up. You can see the display right there. The display has your frequency. We're at 923.65 megahertz. We've got the RF and the AF reception, which are 0 right now because I don't have anything plugged in. It says it's on mute. There we go. Okay, it's on mute. So if I click this, will it go off, or do I just have to turn that off? Okay, so it says it's on mute until you turn the knob and then your volume, and then it comes off mute. There we go. I'm gonna turn that back down. The display keeps turning off. I don't know why. Okay, so now clicking some of these buttons, if I click set, it says balance. It looks like I can balance it between right and left. So if for some reason you want a stronger mix in the right or the left, or you can adjust that. People probably know better than I do. And then, you know, it's a clear display. It's got the info, it's got your battery readout, which is always important to have. And so that is the receiver. You got your belt clip. You can slip that on and wear it with you while you're performing. I'm gonna keep that one out so we can test that one. And then this is the transmitter section, and it's not a full 19 inches, but they do include the hardware to make it so. Around the back, you've got 2 XLR inputs, stereo right and left. You have your antenna attachment right there. We have a pad, 0 dB or -12, so if you need to lower the signal, you can do that with that. And then this little hook thingy bob, I don't know, maybe for the antenna cable or something to run it. And then we've got our DC power. Oh, that's probably to wrap your power cable around so it doesn't get pulled out maybe. DC power input right there. Around the front, volume right here for the monitoring jack, headphone jack right there. The main output signal volume right here, and then display, the set for the frequency up and down to adjust it, and then your power button right there. So let's turn this on and see how easy it is to pair with the transmitter and the receiver, or pair the transmitter with the receiver. Sorry, I'm at the tail end of recording like 5 of these videos, so words are starting to slur. Plugging it in, getting her powered up here. All right, we got our power in. We've got our antenna. Now you're seeing me set this up in real time. Now granted, I've set systems up like this before, but if you watch this video, you can do this piece of cake. So antenna screws in on the back there. There's our antenna, and we'll hit the power button. Probably gotta hold it. Yep, gotta hold it. There we go. We've got our frequency, 923.65, which is what our receiver is set at. I'm gonna power that up. It looks like it is paired. All right, good. I'm gonna put the volume in the middle, 50%. I'm gonna grab my in-ear monitors. We'll use these first before we test the included ones. Pop that in, okay. And we need to get some audio into this guy to send to my receiver. So let me grab a cable and we'll send some audio. Okay, so I grabbed an aux cable that I own, plus this stinking lightning adapter for my iPhone, and we're gonna see if this like really basic audio setup works. Now obviously if you were in a live sound situation, you're probably going to use a proper stereo XLR cable from your main front of house mixer, or your backstage monitor world mixer, or your front of house mixer. But in this case, we're just gonna do it from a cell phone and see if that works. They include this little adapter, so I'm gonna hook that in right there. I'm just gonna plug that into the right channel. Let's see, oh actually we've got a display here, XLR, tip ring sleeve. Okay, so plug that in to one side. This is probably why they have the balance. If you're sending a mono signal, you can just shift it all over to one side. Let me pull up some audio here. I'm just gonna start playing something on my phone. And see if I can get some sort of signal. Okay, so now it does look like we are getting a signal. You can see it's only on one side because I just plugged into the single side. It does say it's on stereo. I'm gonna see if I can change that. Maybe if I hold set and see if I can change this to mono, if that's like an option. Okay, oh wow, okay, so we've got like a whole menu thing. So I held set, and here we can select group, channel, mode, stereo, or mono. You can see that stereo versus mono. I'm gonna put it in mono. There we go. Lock, you can lock the display so no one can mess with it. That's cool, which I just did. Did not mean to do that. Okay, well, I guess we're locked now. Okay, there we go. Remove the lock. Hopefully that wasn't too hard to do. I guess that's just to prevent people from bumping it. So again, to go through those, we have group, which selects your frequency group. There we go. Your channel, individual channel within that group. We've got the mode, which is stereo versus mono. You can lock the display so it can't be bumped, and then there's an exit button to leave that menu right there. I'm gonna click that one more time so you can see it. There are your options right there. So we're just in channel 1, group 1, and I've changed it to mono so that my signal goes to both channels. So that's putting out a good signal right there. It's hitting -10, so we're not clipping. I've got the volume on this output knob right here set to just 12 o'clock right in the middle. So let me grab my receiver, pop one of these in my ear. Okay, and we'll just bring the volume up right here. Oh, it's already coming in perfectly. Let's see how the quality is. And using the balance buttons, I'm going between left and right. It really is just shifting it. I don't know, maybe you keep like one out and you just monitor with a single ear. I'm not quite sure why you would adjust the balance, but I'm sure someone's got a reason that I don't know. Now, the audio quality is pretty poor, and I don't think that's this' fault. I think my connection is to blame. I'm gonna try and get an actual, at least a split cables for stereo and see if I can get a better audio quality. I don't think this aux cord conversion is the best option. All right, I found hopefully a better audio solution than using the aux cord to the tip ring sleeve converter. I actually don't know why they, oh, you know what? They included that for the audio monitoring on the front. I was like, it's not making sense for the back because those are just tip sleeve, which refers to the number of rings you see on the side of the jack like that. Okay, so now we're gonna go from 3.5 mil headphone cable to RCA, and then I've got an adapter to go to XLR. So get dedicated cables for this, but we're just gonna try it for now. Okay, so if I hit play on my phone, there we go. Okay, so we're getting a good strong signal again. Let me grab my receiver, pop in these in-ear monitors, and hear how they sound. Oh, so much better. Now the bass is there. It's not tinny anymore. I think the jack that I was using, the converter, was the wrong kind. Okay, so I'm gonna pop these in, hear how it sounds. Phenomenal. Now, there's a ton of volume. I've got mine at probably 20%, and with these in-ear monitors, it's already like way too loud for me. I'm gonna kind of hurt my ears for a second, see how loud I can go. Yeah, it's like excessively loud. I can't go past 30% or my ears are gonna bleed. Oh yeah. This has so much power. I mean, depending on how sensitive your in-ear monitors are, but sound quality, great. It's not hitting the very, very lowest notes. It's not transmitting. Like I said, it goes down to 60 hertz. So, but there's definitely some power behind the kick drum. I'm listening to a remix, Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Yeah. So, sound quality is great. If you're on a really loud, noisy stage, it's going to be more than enough for your purposes. I'm probably yelling because these have such good sound isolation. You really should check out my review of these. Now, I do want to do a distance test. For this, I'm just going to go to the far end of my house. It's about 100 feet away, and there's a ton of interference between here and there. Wi-Fi router, microwave, all these smart devices, tons of things that could screw this up. I'm going to see if we have any dropouts or if it handles it well. Okay, so that worked flawlessly all the way on the other side of the house. Transmission, not an issue at all, no dropouts. Now, there's no one else in my house with cell phones, so maybe that's the the deciding factor. But again, if this is sitting, you know, in your front of house that's close to the stage, or like, you know, on the stage itself, and you just run a cable to your main mixer, however you want to do it, I think you're going to be fine, and you're going to have plenty of transmission distance. Now, I'm trying to think of cons to this system. Really, it's functioned flawlessly. It powered up, it paired immediately. You know, if you need to change channels, the procedure for that is in here. It's very, very simple. I could read it to you, but you're going to get a manual yourself, so that's not really an issue. Let me comment on a few things that maybe you don't know if you're picking this up. Now, build quality on the receiver part itself is phenomenal. This is metal. The antenna is sturdy. The knobs, you know, have a nice weight to them. They don't feel cheap. And this component, the transmitter portion, feels very robust and professional. Now, this is a plastic build, probably for weight, you know, so it's not weighing everybody's pants down. The display is very visible and easy to read. The volume knob is, you know, if I were to put this on my pants, like, you could easily adjust that. Righty to go up, left to go down. The antenna is not too long that it gets in the way. Everything about this seems really nice. Batteries right there. Battery life for one of these, I'm gonna guess, is in the order of 6 to 8 hours, maybe. Let's see, at least 8 hours with the original batteries for each transmitter. So more than enough to get you through a show. And you've got 3 of these. Now, you're not transmitting individual things to each set of in-ears. So no one's getting their own in-ear mix, okay? That's one of the things you have to give up with a budget system like this. But it does save you from having to use stage monitors, and there's a lot of benefits, you know, save your hearing with in-ear monitors versus using a wedge on the stage. So that is the Phenyx Pro PT10 or PTM-10, excuse me. This is the B frequency, the 900 megahertz, and honestly, I would be more than happy enough to use these in a live sound situation. If you're a band looking to get in-ear monitors and you're on a budget, this could be a great system to pick up. So if you want to pick these up for yourself, I'll include a link down in the description. As always, you can buy through there. It helps support the channel. It gets a 2 thumbs up for me. I think this is a well-designed system, and honestly, I expect nothing less from Phenyx. All of their products have been great. If you want to see my review of their microphone systems, including an 8-channel and a single rack unit, I'll include links to that, where you can just find them by going to my channel. And if you're not already, consider becoming a subscriber. It helps me grow. It helps me keep bringing you tech and DJ and audio products every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.